You and your fellow players are witches who have come upon the medieval village of Wickersby and are vying to be declared the village Crone. Now it's time to learn more about movement and scattering. The second step in order of play is to move and cast spells. In turn order, every player may move any of his or her familiars and/or any villagers up to 6 spaces total and cast spells. Moving and casting spells can be done in any order, even interchangeably. Note that movement is orthogonal only, not diagonal. Spells that cause villagers to change location do not count against the 6 movements a player may use per turn. Villagers and familiars can take shortcuts through locations. One location, no matter how large, counts as 1 space. Spaces can be shared, and although frogs cannot move on their own, familiars can carry them if they are in the same space. The number of familiars permitted in the village green is unlimited. However, if the number of familiars in any other location exceeds the number of players, scattering happens. The home villager, in this case the blacksmith, is drawn back to that location, in this case the forge, and all but the last familiar in the location go to the village green. If another villager is in the home location when scattering occurs, that villager remains in the home location. If the home villager is in love with another villager, that villager is drawn back as well. If the home villager is a frog when scattering is triggered, he or she does not return home, and scattering does not take place. If a frog becomes a villager whose home location has too many familiars, the villager returns home and all familiars there are sent to the village green immediately. If the village green is bound, each affected familiar is placed in a space next to the village green chosen by the witch owning the familiar. Be careful where you step. Scattering goes into effect even if a familiar is just passing through a location. For more information, see our videos on how to play, casting spells, and witches' scheme cards. And best of luck as you contend to become the village Crone.